My name is Doug Deemer, and I've been with Duquesne Light for about 15 years now. My role in the project is as a PMO project coordinator, so I come out of the program office. My role is really at this point to coordinate events with a small team that I have. I have a small team of 3 people who are skilled in the IT, the metering, and the communications areas. And so I've been coordinating, going through the regulatory process with them, preparing for the advanced smart meters that we're going to get. Yeah, Duquesne Light is a relatively small utility in southwestern Pennsylvania. We are mostly in the Pittsburgh area and 2 surrounding counties, Beaver and Allegheny County. We cover about 8,000 square miles. And the topography is different. It's hilly in some areas, lots of valleys, and stretches out into diverse areas, out into the country. So we have both city and urban as well as suburban areas. Yeah, the smart grid network that we're putting together is an open way network. It will consist of the mesh internally, and then we use not only the field area network, but a local area network, and then an intermediate network to back all that data back into our data center. And we've got a 52 meter pilot that we're currently doing. And that is just kind of to test the meshing, let us learn a little bit about the meshing, how that works. We've got range extenders, direct connect meters, home area network devices. We're all kind of testing that in a small way. We call it a proof of concept. And that ultimately will then give us some confidence when we go to move forward. So the deployment timeline that we have currently is in 2014 to do 5,000 meters. The next year, in 2015, we're going to do 85,000, and subsequently then we're going to do 109,000 every month to get to the 600,000 customers that we have. The open way pilot is in an area of Pittsburgh called Bellevue. It's just right outside the city. That pilot we're doing with dual sockets so that we don't interrupt any of the production reads or anything of that nature. We've got a mixture of residential and C&I customers, and we collect those reads on a daily basis and want to verify that the reads match to what we get into the production build cycle. The accuracy of those reads. And it's enabled us to really understand the mesh network. Even with a small number, we can see how these meters are meshing together to get back to the cell relay, to get back to our data center. And so it's been a valuable tool for us just to kind of get our feet wet. And so it's an area where we really are just testing all sorts of communication because of valleys and hills and things like that, to get a better idea of how, when we do the full deployment, how that'll all work out for us. One, giving us the equipment, and especially we also are looking at home area network equipment, and some of the suggestions they've given us about, here's some good vendors, try these. We've been taking that experience and running with it, helping us locate where the equipment should go. Having some of that field support, getting the what we call the head end set up and collecting this data. Again, good instruction. We've benefited from that to a great deal. Once that network went in, we got over the bumps. It's worked great all these years. So it's only now that, as we need to replace it, that we're going to head back into that uncharted world somewhat, and move from AMR to AMI. So the relationship has been good. Itron has always supported us very well. People that have been involved with our regulatory, in Pennsylvania. And so we benefited from having that experience there. And so enjoy working with Itron. Back in 2011, we decided to do 2 pilots for time of use. We thought the best thing we need to do is understand how our customers will react and give them some education around time of use. So we, at that time, created kind of a baseline in 2011 with customers. One segment of the customers was 1,000, and it was just to educate them. They didn't need to do anything. We would just kind of track their baseline usage, and that was called the time of day customers. And then we had another segment called the time of week customers, and these customers we would interact with through a website, offer them rates. And after 2011, we took all that information and then kind of applied it through the summer months of this year in 2012. So we thought that, that there was a certain population of customers that this would affect. I think we found 160,000 of our customers were eligible in that usage area. So that's kind of where we drew these people from. So the time of use pilot that we have going on is going to end in this year, in 2012. Hopefully we'll gain a lot of information from that pilot as to how they reacted. And then going forward, I think we're looking to say until we get some meters in the field to any substantial numbers, that we probably won't offer anything time of use until that time. So probably 2015. So early on, we realized, just from the experience out in California, that customer engagement was very important. Some of the lessons learned there. So we've worked and partnered with a company called CPG, Customer Performance Group. That's Peter Homebine's company. And early on, we had some meetings with some of the local city, county officials, just to have them come in to give them an idea of this is what we would do as we would move forward in our customer engagement. And, there's a 90, 60, 30-day strategy where you communicate with these folks through a website. Ultimately, 30 days you get back to them again, or 60 and then 30 days. So it's a continuous engagement of the local officials, the customers, to letting know that you're coming. And so we've done that in a small way so far, but we plan when we do our rollout to use that strategy.